So look at this. We got an ID here. So what is the length of this ID? What is the length of this ID? Wherever we try to write a programmatically, if you try to get the ID, it will be 18 characters. Wherever the Salesforce is displaying, it will display as 15. As simple as that. Wherever you are trying to write a program, whenever you are trying to write a program, and get the ID, it will give you as 18 character. Wherever the Salesforce is displaying, it will display as 15. If the Salesforce was displaying, it's 15. Wherever you are trying to display or fetch it, it is 18 character. But actually, how many IDs are there? Only one ID. This ID displayed as 18 character, case insensitive. Displayed as 15 character, case sensitive. ID is only one. Wherever you write, wherever you display, it will be 18 characters. Wherever Salesforce is displaying, it will be 15 characters. Is that was clear?
Satish.
Yes.
Satish, one question. What are the 3 characters missing? So, which 3 characters? First 3 or last 3?
No. In between the characters will be added.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Right. Chalo. So next one. Okay. Now let us come back to the point. Now we are going to next one. We have seen how to create an object, how to create a fields, and we have seen how to create a tab. Some of the fields already we have seen. What is the navigation, setup, build, create, objects, fields and relation. Then step number 1, choose the data type, enter the data, next, save. The second one is schema builder. If you want to create a group of fields at a time, if I have 100 fields, now I cannot every time say setup, build, create, because there are 100 fields which I have to create immediately. Then I'll go for what? Schema builder. Quickly I can build it. Then I can go to properties and security, apply the security separately. Right? So standard navigation or schema builder. What is the third format? Metadata SOAP API service. Now objects, fields will fall under model part of MVC. Tab will fall under view part of MVC. Tab is what? View part of MVC. Why? Tab is displaying the table. Display means what? UI. So any UI is called, user interface is called view part of MVC. Objects, model part. Fields, model part. Tabs, it is a view part. Is that was clear? Okay. Now, yesterday we have only seen a couple of fields. Let us understand the remaining fields which are left out. Now, first we will start with pick list field. What is a pick list field and how we are going to use it? Pick list field is nothing but drop down list. Pick list is nothing but drop down list. Let us say I have given city. Now, I have given city here. When I choose this, I get a list of options. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. Listen to the class. City, we got Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. Now this is a drop down list. Now the question is, if you want to build this type of fields, we are supposed to choose data type called pick list. How you have created a text, how you have created a number, how you create a currency, similarly this type of field you want to create, data type is pick list. Now I have a question. How many options we can give? Now in the drop down list, how many options we can give? 1000 options. How many options I can enter? 1000 options. How many options I can select at a time? One option. We can only choose one option at a time. Then We have this. This is the option. Now, what is the length of each option? Here I got 3 characters. Length of each option is 3 characters. Now, what is the maximum length? 255 characters. What is the maximum length? 255 characters. I can give 1000 options. Length of each option can be 255 characters. All the options together. All the options together. Now we have 3 plus 3 plus 3. So all the options together, it can be 15,000. So when I say pick list, we can create 1000 option. Length of each option can be 255 characters. All the options together, maximum length 15,000 characters. And how many options we can select at a time? One option we can select at a time. Next. Now, by default, what is the option which is selected? None. I don't want none to be the default option. I want Hyderabad to be a default option. Yes, you can choose your default option. By default, none will be the default option. If you want to choose any other option as a default, we can choose it. Second point. Can I sort these options? Yes, we can sort it. Bangalore, Chennai. Can we sort these options? Yes, we can sort it. How many options? 3 options. Can we sort? Yes, we can sort it. Alphabetically, we can sort it. Is that what's clear? Create a pick list where we can have 1000 options. We can choose one option at a time. Length of each option is 255 characters. All the options together, it can be 15,000 characters. And we can sort them alphabetically. We can sort them alphabetically, or we can make the first option as default option. I hope you are good. Let us go back. Setup, build, create objects. We can choose the object. So what we have? Custom fields and relations. New. Is that was clear? Setup, build, create objects. Customer. Now, custom fields and relations. New. Then go to pick list. Pick list. Next. Type of customer. Enter the values. Person. Organization. Person, organization, distributor. Display the values alphabetically. Use the first value as default. In case you want to make person as the default. I don't want none to be a default option. I want this to be a default option. Just scroll down. Next. Next. Go back. Now we have customer, new, get option, distributor, organization, person. Right, boss? I want to create again setup, build, create objects, loan, new. Then I have pick list. Type of loan, education, housing. Display the options alphabetically. You want to make the first option as default option, use first value as default option. Next, go to the loan, new. See, by default what is selected here? Education, because I told first option is the default option. This is how we are getting. Is that was clear? Okay. Now I have an issue here. My issue is I hope everybody has followed till now. Right. Now look at this. Now I was creating my own options, but I have a problem here. My problem is I have a object called customer, object called loan, object called payment. There are three different objects. Object 1, object 2. Now here I have option called city. I have a branch. Like this I have. Now all the three are pick list fields. Now what I want, in all the three fields, I want same options. In all the three pick list, I want the same option. Now, in all the three pick list, I want the same. In all the three pick lists, I want the same option. Now, if I remove Chennai, in all the remaining also, Chennai should be removed. If I add Pune, now I want all the three options. I want it should be added to all the three. So what is that? Any option you add should be added to all the three. Any option I remove should be removed from all the three. Now I cannot go to every field and modify. When you want the same set of options to be replicated in multiple number of fields, how will you do it? If it is an individual pick list field, I have gone there, I have created it. But when you want the same set of options to be applied to more than one field, how will you achieve? That is the second story. Now let us see. We have setup. I have administer, manage, setup, then go to build, create. Here we have pick list values. Setup, build, create, pick list value set. Now here we have I gave a couple of options here. Display alphabetically. So what was this called? Global value set. Setup, build, create, pick list, value set. I have created this option. Then go to customer. Setup. Now, when you click on the tab, immediately you are going to get one shortcut menu here. You are able to see a menu here. When you click on the tab, you will get it. Until you click on the tab, you don't get the option. When you click on any tab, that particular object options will come here. View fields, new field, pick list, next, city, that one. Use global pick list values. Got it? Right. Instead of you entering, you are using as a global pick list set. Similarly, go to the load. New pick list. Use global pick list set. Save it. So go to the customer. New. We are getting Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. Loans. We are getting Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. Right? Now, what was that? These are the set of values what we are getting. Is that was clear for everyone? So when you want same set of values to be displayed in multiple pick lists, instead of going to every field and creating, we can create them like a pick list sets, pick list value sets, apply them in the pick list field as a global values. I hope you are clear. Now, if you want to manage, how do you manage? Setup, build, create pick list value sets. We have an option: deactivate, delete, deactivate, delete, or you can add the option. When you try to delete, they'll ask you if there are any existing records who have already selected this option. You are trying to delete an option, but already somebody selected this option. What should happen with those people? You can assign some other value or leave it as a blank. Now, when I try to delete, they're saying, boss, what will happen to those people who already selected Bangalore? I told replace with Hyderabad, or make it as blank. I hope you're good. Now I'm trying to add a new option. Go back to this new. You got only 3, right? Now I want to add one more option. Again, I'm adding. So what was that? We can control the options from here. Is that was clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? Pick list. It's a drop-down list where we can enter 1000 options at a time. How many I can select? One option. Length of each option 255. All the options together 15,000 characters. Can I sort them alphabetically? Yes. Can I make the first value as default? Yes. Right. Now, if you want the same option to be applied for multiple fields, what we do? Create them like global pick list set. Are you clear about it? Everyone is good with that? Okay. Let us go to the next concept. The next concept what we have is multi-select. Till now, we are only selecting one option. What if you want to select more than one option? I don't want to select one option. I want to select 3 options or 4 options. If you want to select more than one option, how will you select it? Till now, I selected only one option in the pick list. If you want to select more than one option, what is the concept we have? We have pick list multi-select. Pick list multi-select. It's going to be like this. Now, it's going to be like this. So what happened? I am selecting more than one option. If you want to select more than one option, then the data type of the field is pick list multi-select. Then the data type of the field is pick list multi-select option. Now the question is, how many options you can enter? How many options we can enter? 150 options. How many options we can enter? 150 options we can enter. How many options? 150. Now, how many you can select? Maximum 100. Out of 150, maximum 100 options you can select. We can give 150 options. Maximum we can select 100 options. Length of each option, maximum length of each option 40 characters. All the options together, how many options we can enter? 150 options. How many you can select? 100. Maximum length 40 characters. At all the options together 1500 characters. So how many options we can enter? 150. How many you can select? 100. Maximum length 40 characters. All the options together it can be 1500 characters. All the options together it can be 1500 characters. I hope you are good with this. Clear? What was the concept called? Multi-select quick list field. Now I ask you, which languages you know? Which technologies you know? What courses you have done? So there is a possibility of you selecting more than one option. Then I can give you this type of field. Now let me give you customers. New quick list multi-select. Display the values alphabetically. Next. Go back and see. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? So, if you know creation of one field, rest all will be the same. Only data type will change. Rest all the fields will be the same. I hope you are good with this. So, what is the data type? Multi-select quick list field. Now, I am creating a couple of other fields here. Quick list. Now we are giving I gave a couple of options here. Now look at this. The purpose of creating this field is, now I want to say city. If I select Hyderabad, I was supposed to get only Hyderabad places. SR Nagar and MP. When I select Bangalore, I need to get Martali and Electronic City. Now, depends upon the city, Chennai, Tambaram and Kompet, Pune, Hinjawadi and okay, I guess some Shivaji Nagar and Dagichok. Okay. Now, depends upon the city what you selected, I want to get the corresponding places. Right now, what is happening? Every option we are getting. Now, I don't show me every option. Depends upon the city what I selected. Show me only corresponding places. Now, what is this concept? Trying to control the value of one field based on the value of another field. Trying to control the value of one field based on the value of another field, which is called field dependency. Which is called as field dependency. When the value of one field trying to control the value of another field. When the value of one field trying to control the value of another field, we call it as field dependency. When the value of one field trying to control the value of another field, when the value of one field trying to control the value of another field, then it is called field dependency. Then we call it as field dependency, right? How will you create this field dependency? Now, go to this. Till now, how did you do? Create object, then custom fields and dependencies. So what we are finding here? Field dependency. Go to the field dependency. New. There are two fields: controlling field, dependent field. Field which controls is a controller. Controlling field can be any of the pick list field. I can choose any pick list field as a controller or checkbox field. Who can be a controller? Pick list or checkbox.
Satish, sorry to interrupt you, but there is some delay in the screen. What you are telling us and the screen, there is some.
Right now, what you are able to see?
Customer tab bar.
Right, it is on the same page.
Yeah, actually, just now it came up.
Okay, so you need to sync up with the internet speed, Amma. The delay may be because of internet speeds. You're ensure that the ping time is not more than 4 seconds. If an internet speed.
No, Satish, I'm not facing the same issue.
Now, let it be all the
Yes,
people also.
facing same issue. Yeah,
The answer for your.
facing same issue.
I'm trying to tell you the answer. The speed, the screen will be based on your internet speed. I cannot handle it. Okay, your ping time should be not more than 4 seconds. Now, transmission is internet issue. Ensure that you have a better internet speed. I can try to delay the session. Okay. Right. Now, look at the format. Now, look at the format. So, what we are trying to
Satish, could you please again show the navigation, what you did?
Right. Now, look at the format. Now, what we are trying to do, we are trying to control first. What is a controller field? Controller field is nothing but pick list and checkbox. Controller field is what? Pick list and checkbox. Now, at the same time, we have dependent field. When you say dependent field, my dependent field will be either pick list or multi select pick list. Pick list and multi select pick list. Controlling field can be pick list or checkbox. Dependent field can be pick list or multi select pick list. Now, when I want to go for field dependency, it has to be controller and dependent. Controller field will be pick list field and checkbox field. Dependent field will be pick list or multi select pick list field. Okay. Next, let me go with this. So, how you are creating, boss? Setup, build, we have create, we have objects. Then go into the particular object. Then we have custom fields and relations. Then go to a new. Okay, this is for creating a new field. Besides that, what you are finding here? Field dependency. This is what? Field dependency. This is what? Field dependency. Now, what is the option we have here? New field dependency. Now, what is the option we have here? Controlling field. If you choose active, it is a checkbox field. City, pick list field. Places, pick list field. Type, pick list field. So, which of the fields are coming here? Either a checkbox field or a pick list field. Now, what we are finding here? Now, we have dependent field. What is this dependent field, city, which is a pick list, languages, multi-select, place, pick list, type, pick list. Now I can choose any one of the pick list or multi-select pick list field as dependent. I can choose any one of the pick list field or multi-select pick list field as dependent field. Now go back to this. What you are finding here? Continue. Now, when I go to this, whatever the fields I have selected as a controller, the options are visible here. City I told controller. So Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. Under Hyderabad, choose the option. Electronic city, Martali, and say include. So when I select this, these options will come. Chennai, Tambaram, Krompet, Hyderabad, SR Nagar, Amirpet, Pune. Now, if you want to exclude the value, select exclude, select include. Are you getting right? Are you getting this option? So, controlling field, dependent field. Controller can be a pick list or checkbox. Dependent can be a pick list or multi-select pick list. Go to the field. So what I can do here? Now what we have? Bangalore. We got the corresponding option. Is that was clear? This concept is called as what? Field dependency. But there is a clause here. If you are choosing any one of the pick list field as a controlling field, it cannot have more than 300 options. Generally, pick list will have how many options? 1000 options. It can have 1000 options. But if you want a pick list to be chosen as, if you want pick list to be chosen as controlling field, it cannot have more than 300 options. It cannot have more than 300 options. This is what? Field dependency. Field dependency. Did you get my point? When the value of one field trying to control the value of another field, when the value of one field trying to control the value of another field, we call it as field dependency. In the field dependency, controlling field can be pick list or checkbox. If you choose pick list, number of options cannot be more than 300. Field dependent field, pick list or multi-select pick list. Is that was clear for everyone? Right. Now I can create A to B, B to C. There is no issue. Field A controlling field B. Field B controlling field C. Field C controlling field D. Down the line we can go ahead. Second one, A can control B. A can control C. No issue. We can have the layers A to B, B to C, C to D, or A controls multiple fields. No issue with that. Is that was clear for everyone? Clear? Am I clear with this? Online? Any query at this level? Any query on the topic?
Satish, is this one is a reverse versa also?
No. A to B, B to C, C to D. D cannot go. C. Parent will control C. Whichever is controlled is called parent.
Hierarchy.
Now,
Is this process called as hierarchy?
yeah, you can make it as hierarchy.
Yes, sir.
Now, I call it in depth. Okay. Now look at the point. Now if you want to create a sublayer, we can call it. Now I don't want to use a heavy term called hierarchical. I want to use the term called sublevels. The sublevel. A can control B, B can control C, C can control D. The moment I use a word called hierarchy, the meaning and properties will change again. So here it is a sublevel. A can have B, B can have C, C can have C. How many levels? I can say up to 3 levels, or 4 levels, or up to 5 levels. Right. Whoever is controlling, it is called parent. Whoever is dependent is called child. Right. Now we want to do like this: A controlling B, at the same time B want to control A. Not accepted. Loops are not accepted. Right. I hope you are good with this point. Right. Let us go to the next concept here. I hope everybody is good with this concept. Yes, Amma? Yes. Now, got your point. Let me explain it. So he says he has created a global pick list. Global pick list. Object 1, city. Object 2, city. Object 3. Right. Now, here I created one more places. Now I told city control place. Here I created one more places. It is also places. City control places. See, pick list you can create as a global. Field dependency should be created on every object separately. Pick list you can create as a global, but field dependency cannot be created globally. I have to go to every object, establish a relation. Right. Pick list you can create as a global, but the field dependency cannot be created as a global. Field dependency cannot be created as a global. Let us say I have places, branches, location. Options may be same, but I have to go to every field and I have to go to every object and create a field dependency. City control places, city control branches, because I told we will have same option, it did not be a same name. Options can be same, but the name of the field may or may not be the same. Now I told city places, city branches, city location. Now let us say we have same options in the places, branches and location. But what is the name of the field? Is it the same? Now what we are getting? Now I have got options like Amirpet, SR Nagar, okay, and let us say Martali and electronicity. In all the 4 places, all the 3 fields, places, look at the point. Right. Now what I can do, I can create global, some option I give. Now instead of creating this option, I told global pick list. Global pick list. Right. Now if I take a dependent field as a global pick list, you cannot create on the field which is the field whose options are taken from the global pick list, on that field you cannot create a field dependency as a child. Now you can take that field as parent, but not a child. The pick list which is whose options are defined from the global pick list, that field cannot be a child field. That field cannot be a child field. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Let me give one more time. I have given global pick list. Now I have created a customer object, city. I am taking a global pick list. Let us say I have branches. Like this. Now I can create a field dependency by choosing control as city. Accepted. Is accepted. So the field whose options are taken from the global pick list field. If I create a field, pick list field, by choosing the global pick list fields, now that field can be a controller, no problem with this. Now look at the next example. I created a payment. Here I have chosen Jones. I have taken where I have taken now I created a branches. The branches I have taken as global pick list places. Now I cannot create a field dependency by choosing branch as it is not possible. It is not possible. Are you getting my point? So if you create a pick list field by choosing the option from a global pick list, that field cannot be a dependent field in the field dependency. It can be a controller in the field dependency, but it cannot be a dependent field in the field dependency. Is that was clear? Okay. Now why? I simply gave a statement. It cannot be. Why it cannot be? Why it cannot be? Look at this. At the time of creating a field, I am creating a field here. Now, pick list. Use a global pick list. There is an option. What is it? Restrict a pick list to the values defined in the values set. I will display all of them or don't display any one of them. You cannot take partial values. I cannot say from global pick list I will take only A, B, C. I will leave it X, Y, Z. Now if you say dependent, if I say you are taking the values from a global pick list, in the global pick list if I have A, B, C, X, Y, Z, all the 6 options will come here. I cannot restrict. Only A, B, C has to come. X, Y, Z should not come. I cannot restrict it. Are you getting my point here? Are you getting my point? Either I have to take all the options or don't use. I cannot take partial options from it. I cannot take a partial option from it. So you cannot create a dependent field. Now let me create here. Then I'll create one more global pick list. Then I am going to payment, trying to create one more field here. We already created one field, right? It was that field. Pick list. Next. City field I have created. Next, one more field I am creating. Pick list. Places. Now, how do you create a field dependency? Field dependency, new field dependency, controlling field, city, dependent field, places. Now, Bangalore, so some now go back to this new. We're able to get it actually. So it was not supposed to actually. Let me cross check the field properties. Edit. Let's check the pick list. Okay, sorry. Now let us see. I just misspelled the statement here. Look at the point. Now here you have created. Now look at the point. Let me give a statement now. Now I want to give. Now you want to give city and places give. Now what was my set? I want to give field dependency. I want to give some extra set of places. Now you have city. Now you have city here. Now you have city. Only for this particular city here. Only for this particular field in this object, I want a group of extra options. Now look at the point. Here, let me give you, there was a wrong statement here. Let me correct it. Now I have a city. I have places. In the places, now Hyderabad, Bangalore, let us say A, B, C, X, Y, X, Y, Z. Now I am creating customer. Let me correct the statement. Let me correct the statement. Listen carefully. Now here I have taken. Now in the places I want to take ABC. Here in the places. Now this is not accepted. This is not accepted. Either I have to take ABC, X, Y, Z. Now, when you want to use a global pick list field, either all the options should come or none of the options should come. This is the actual statement, but I may spell it as dependent field. So, controller can be any pick list field. Dependent can be any pick list field. At the time of creating a pick list field, if I want to choose any one of the options from the global pick list, either I have to take all the options from the global pick list or don't take any options from the global pick list. I cannot take partial options. So my requirement is I want to take places ABC. I want to take places XYZ. In object 1, ABC I want to take, object 2, XYZ you want to take, which is not accepted. Either you have to take all the fields or none of the options. Okay. Now this I gave as a dependent field. Just correct me. City, global pick list, branches ABCD I give, city, branches, accepted. Payment zones I give, branches, global pick list. So I am trying to create a field dependency, branch as dependent, accepted. Okay. But what was the statement I was supposed to give? Now I have places ABC, X, Y, Z. Now, object 1, field 1, I want to take ABC from globe. Object 2, I want to take X, Y, Z. So which is not accept. Right? Is that was clear? Am I clear with it? Let me repeat. Unwanted confusion we gave. Okay. Now let us make it. Let me create city global pick list field with Hyderabad, Bangalore. Places global pick list. I gave SR Nagar, LV Nagar. This is what I gave. Object 1, I created a cities global pick list. Places now field dependency between cities and accepted. Cities can be controller, cities can be controller or dependent. Now next one, the same story, next example. Object 1, I want to create branches where I want to take global pick list, but I want to take only SR Nagar, it is a strict value set. That means you are supposed to take every value in the global pick list or don't take any value. But in the field dependency we can use. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Now let me tell you in the creation. At the time of creating this, at the time of creating a pick list field, let's make it simple. Any confusion over this statement? Any confusion over this statement? First, look at this statement. Any confusion over it? Object cities we have created, which is a global pick list set. Places, which is a global pick list set. Any confusion over it? Now, two fields are created, cities and places. We create a field dependency. Accepted. Accepted. It is done. Right? No query about it. Is that was clear for everyone? This set is clear for everyone. This set is clear for everyone. This set is clear for everyone. Online.
Sir, now you're saying that global pick list will be there for both, right? Means
Yes.
now it is not like, okay.
Right. Now I can use the global pick list. Okay. Now what I was trying to convey now, look at the next point. Next point is we already created a global pick list set here. Places. In the places there are a couple of options. Now I want to create one field, one new custom field. It is not field dependency. I am trying to create a new field. I am trying to create a new field, not field dependency. In the field dependency, they are accepted. I am trying to create a new field. I am trying to create a new field by choosing pick list, places, global pick list value set, places. What is the option we are getting here? Restrict the pick list to the values defined in the value set. That means you will not be able to remove options or add the options. You cannot take partial set. Whatever the options are there in the global, whatever the options are there in the global, entire set you have to take it. Now, when I am trying to create a field, whatever the options are there in the global pick list set, all the options will come. I cannot take partial options from it. Now you have created this. Now what is this? Places. Go to places. These are the options, right? Now, are you able to delete any one of the option? Are you able to delete any one of the option? Are you able to add any one of the option? No. So what is it? Whenever you are creating a pick list field by choosing global pick list set, every option that is there in the global pick list set will come to this field. I cannot add or remove any more options from the field. If you want to add any field or remove any field, I was supposed to go to the global pick list set and add it. At the field level, I cannot add it. Did you get my point? Did you get my point? Is that was clear now? Again, I'll make the statement one more time. Look at this. Still question mark faces. Now look at this. Let me make it straight away. Now I made global pick list. Don't merge this field dependency. It has no connection with the field dependency. Global pick list I created. Courses I have taken. I gave Java, Vega, DevOps. Now I created a student object. The student object I am creating course pick list field. Then I told choose the global pick list courses. Now what courses came? Java, Vega, four courses. Now in the student object, in the course, I want to add one more here. Let us say I want to add SAP. Right. Now this course object is used by, now let us say branch. There is one more object called branch where you are taking courses. They are also using global pick list. Now when you create a field, what are the options we got here? Java, Pega, SFDC, DevOps. This option keep. Here I want to add one extra option. Here I want to remove this option. Not allowed. When I create any pick list field, by choosing a global pick list, whatever the options are there in the global pick list, same set will come. Neither will be able to add. Cannot delete. Why? It is a strict value set. It is a strict value set. Whatever the options are there in the global pick list field, all the options will come. Apart from those options, you cannot add any extra options. You cannot remove any one of the options. If you want to add SAP, go to global pick list set, add SAP. Then SAP will come here. SAP will come here. Now, if I want to remove DevOps, go to pick list set, global pick list set, remove the DevOps. Right. So when you create a field by choosing the global pick list field, by choosing the global pick list set, then whatever the options are there, all those options will come to the field. We cannot remove some options, or we cannot add any extra option. There is no independency for the field at the object level when you choose from the global pick list. Is that was clear? Is that was clear for everyone? Am I clear with this? Right? Online, is that was clear? Any query on that? Any query on this? Online, any query from your end? Right.
No queries.
Right. Now let us make it.
Is there,
Yes.
as there was a restriction for the global pick list, can we uncheck that restriction?
Come again?
Yeah, is it?
Every option will be unique option. Every option will be unique option.
Okay.
I cannot give.
Can we uncheck?
I cannot give duplicate option. I cannot deactivate at the field level. At the field level, you cannot control global pick list. You cannot modify it. You cannot deactivate. You cannot delete. You cannot add. Anything that you want to do should be done from global pick list set. Once a field is created using options from the global pick list set, Now the field cannot add, remove, edit, deactivate the option. Anything you want to do has to be done at global pick list. Right? Is that was clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let us go
Actually,
to
my question is,
yeah.
while creating a field, when we choose the global pick list, there was a restriction at the bottom that restrict the values for the
That is
dependency.
by default
So
enabled.
can we?
That option is by default enabled. You cannot remove it.
Okay. Thank you. Got
Now,
it.
at the time of creating a field, they'll be finding an option. Restrict the values strict. That is by default enabled. You are unable to modify it. You are unable to modify it. Okay. Now, coming down to the next point. What is the next point we told? Right. Listen. Listen. Right. Now I created city global pick list. Places global pick list. Then here we have this is the option. Then I have student object. The student object I created a city by choosing global pick list. I created a places by choosing global pick list. Now I want to create a field dependency. City as controller. Accepted. This is accepted. Okay. My statement was to tell you we cannot control the options in the places. We cannot restrict the options in the places. That was actually my statement what I was supposed to give. Okay. Now, so city is a global pick list. Places is a global pick list. Can I use it? No problem. We can use it. Right. Is that was clear? Right. That's what I created here. Payment object. In the payment object, what you have taken? Where was this? Global pick list. What was that? Global pick list. When you go to global pick list, these two fields are created by what? Global pick list. Go to this. Then go to the field. So, are you getting the option to remove or add? Okay. You cannot control these options. Where is the global? You cannot control these options. Go back. Places. Are you able to control this option? You cannot control these options. You cannot add or remove the options. You cannot add or remove the options. Okay. Now, listen to the point. Is that was clear for everyone? Is that was clear for everyone? Is that was clear? Right. So I have taken this as a global pick list. That is also global pick list. One field is able to control another field. But what cannot be controlled? I cannot take a partial options from the global pick list. If you want to create a field, all options will come or none of the options will come. That was the actual point. Is that was clear now? Is that was clear? Clear for everyone? Am I clear? Right.
Satish, just 1 second. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, once we created a global list and we have to put in a list. See, somewhere I have to use that instance. Once I delete it in the global list, what about that instance I already used in this application?
I'll now look at the point. He has a question. He has created a global pick list. He created one field by choosing the global pick list as an option. Okay. Now I told any option you are trying to delete, you are getting a choice there. What is that? When you are trying to delete any option, what they are asking? You have to replace this data with which option, or you want to create as a blank. You have to create as a blank. When you are trying to delete any one of the option, already we have seen this questionnaire. This is from global pick list. Delete. When you are trying to delete, what it is asking? Replace the value of record with which value. When you are trying to delete, you are trying to delete the option. All the records who have chosen that option should be replaced with which option, or else you can keep them as blank. When there is a dependency, it will not be deleted directly. It will ask you to go for a substitute. Right, boss? So, right. No more questions now. At the end, you can ask. No more questions. Right. Now, let us see the next point. I hope this point is clear for everyone. Right. Clear for everyone? Clear? Okay. Now, let us go to the next point. Here, we are going to use text encrypted field. What was the text encrypted field? What was the text encrypted field? What was the text encrypted field? Now, when you take a password fields, if you take any field as a password, what will happen? While entering the data, it will be coming like this. In the table, it will save the data. Now, let us say username. While entering, you cannot see the data, but in the table, the data will be stored in the original format. When you say password, when you type it ****, but when you enter, it will not be visible. When you save, it will be saved in the original format. But what is my requirement? Boss, this is sensitive data. It is very sensitive data. I don't want the people to see the data in original format. It is a sensitive data. I don't want people to see the data in original format. Let you take Aadhaar card. Your Aadhaar number will come as XXXX, last 4 digit. When you go to ATM, when you withdraw the money, your account number XXXX, last 4 digits. When you go to reset your password, your registered mobile number 9 *** some number, or registered email ID J ***. What is that? It is not hiding the data. When it is storing the data to the database, I don't want the data to be stored like Satish. In the database, it has to store like this. When you take a password, when you enter, it will hide. When you save it, it will save in the original format. It will save in the original format. But what I am saying, boss, it is a sensitive data. I don't want the data to be saved to database in original format, because my staff should not see my password. I am an ICICI clerk. I should not be allowed to see the passwords of other users. The confidential information of other users, other customers, I should not be able to see. Then what I require? Data should be encrypted and saved. I want the data to be encrypted and saved. Don't save the data in original format. Encrypt the data and save it. Don't show the data in original format. Encrypt the data and show it. Your PAN card number, your Aadhaar number. I don't want to show it in original format. Then what I do? I'll go with the text encrypted. Now, let us see this. New. What was that? Text. Let's see. Credit card number. Ask. Mask the data with what? Star or X? It will mask with X. How you want to mask? Mask all the data. Last 4 characters clear. Credit card format. You choose the format in which you want. SSN format. While entering the data, you can see. While save to database, it should be shown. While entering the data, you can see. Look at the point. Entering the data, you can see. Save it. While saving the data, you will save. Who can see it? If you want to modify, you can modify, but not original data. You cannot see the original data. Once it is saved, you cannot see the original data. You can only modify it. So, text encrypted. while saving the data, it will mask the data and save it. Nobody can see this data in a original format. In case, if you want to show this data in original format, in case, if I want to show this data in original format, there is one extra permission you require. By default, nobody can see the data in original format. If you want to see the data in original format, there is some extra permission. We'll discuss this point. What is this permission here? View encrypted data. If this option is enabled for you, you can see the data in original format. For whom this option is enabled? No one. By default, no one. If you want to enable, I have to go and give it. So text encrypted means what? Once I save the data, it is saved in the form of encrypted format. Nobody can see the data in original format. Nobody can see the data in original format. If you want, you can modify, but not original data. You cannot see. Without seeing the original data, you can modify. The moment I say text encrypted, data is encrypted and saved. Nobody can see the data in encrypted, okay, in original format. Nobody can see the data in original format. If you want to see the data in original format, I have to enable an option called view encrypted data. View encrypted data. Is that was clear? Now let me finish off the point here. Now look at this. Now tell me what we have done. Look at this. Checkbox, true or false. Currency, amount, date, particular date you want to take. Date field. Let me quickly create it. Date and time, email, geolocation, number, percent, phone, pick list, multi-select, text, text area, long, rich, encrypted, time, URL. All these data types are clear. All these data types are clear. Clear for everyone? Any query from your end? Any query? Is that was clear? Okay, fine. So this is the point. Again, before I close it up, still if you have any query on that field dependency, let me know. That's all for the day. But there's a small
I have
1 minute. I'm online. Please give me some time. There's a confusion in the field dependency when I'm creating a field dependency for a global. Still, if anybody has any query on that, let me know. I can clarify. So we unwantedly got into some discussion there. I confused you actually. Okay. Now, any query on that point? Still, anybody has a query on that point? Let me know. I can clarify it. People are good. So what is that? Field dependency can be created on every field. There is no restriction. Let it be a global pick list field or a non-global pick list field. Field dependency can be created. So field dependency has nothing to do with global or non-global. As simple as that. Right? Field dependency has nothing to do with global value or non-global value. On every field we can create. As simple as that. Second point is, when I have a field created from the global pick list set, I cannot add any extra options, remove the options. I cannot add any extra options or remove the option because it has to be managed from global pick list. As simple as that. Now, field dependency can be created on pick list field, which is a whose values are entered by you or whose values are taken by global pick list. There is no problem. Field dependency can be created on any pick list field, no issue. Field dependency can be created on any pick list field, no issue. Is that was clear? Right. Straight away statement. Second one, if you are trying to create a new pick list field, you are trying to create new pick list field by using the values of a global set. You can create it. After creating, you cannot add any new options or remove existing option on the field. This is what I was trying to convey. Right. Is that was clear? Right? Any more confusion on that? Am I clear with that point? Any more confusion on that? Right. I hope you're good. Second one I have taken ID. 15 character, 18 character. Only one ID is created. While Salesforce display 15 character, while you display 18 character. But internally, what is that? It is okay. 15 character. 3 more characters are added in between. First 3 object, last 4 record. In between, 3 more characters are added. Is that was clear? Right? Any more confusion on that? Any more confusion? Clear for that? Right. Chalo. Yes, online. Go ahead with your question now.
Sir,
For example, a controller and dependent.
Mm.
So under, for example, we have one value in controller and 10 values in dependent. Can I hide few values from dependent?
You
I
can,
want to use those hide values in programmatical. I don't want to show
yes,
those hide values to the user.
right.
Is that
Now,
possible?
yes, look at the point. There is only one option in the controller, right? As per your point, there is only one option in the controller. Then why to create a
Yeah.
field dependency? Go to the dependent.
No. Under, for example, cities. Okay, Hyderabad.
Mm.
Okay, in under cities you have 10 places.
Mm.
Okay, Sarnagar, 10 places. But I want to show only 5 places to the user. Remaining places I want to map with controller, but I don't want to show on user interface. I want to use
Deactivate.
those values
Yeah.
somewhere in
Let's make it.
programmatic.
Yeah. Let's not elaborate it. I got your point. Now look at the point.
Yeah.
Now when you take this, go to this and deactivate the field. Your option will be visible, but you can show in the deactivated format. Now you got the places here. Deactivate. But the point here is, I have if I deactivate this, here also it will be deactivated. If the option is deactivate, everywhere that option is used, that will be in the deactivated state. We can map it. For Hyderabad, I gave SR Nagar, LB Nagar. You want to hide it, deactivate the option. It's mapped, but when you deactivate, it will not be visible. Okay, but if I'm using this SR Nagar in any other pick list, any other dependency also, like I told for Bangalore also I'm showing, there also the option will be deactivated. Let me make it one more structure here. Look at this. SR Nagar I used. I deactivated the SR Nagar. Then go to customer. New. Hyderabad. The mapping was there, but it's a deactivated. You're not able to see. But the problem comes here when the same option is also associated with some other dependency. Did you get my point? Let me make it one more time. City Hyderabad you have taken. For Hyderabad you have given Nagar. So when you select the city in the places, you can get it by going to this option, deactivate. Right, this option. But the problem here is when I select Bangalore, for Bangalore also gave SR Nagar. Martha. Then when I select the city, Bangalore, places, electronic city. But if you deactivated this, mapping is done, deactivated in both the cases. Now the same option is not used anywhere. Your exact requirement is met. If the SNagar is not associated with any other option, no problem. Whatever you ask, exactly is done. But if it is associated with any other, I cannot deactivate it. If you are deactivated, in both the cases, the option is deactivated. Suppose if your requirement is like this, SI Nagar, SI Nagar. Here SI Nagar should not be visible. Here the SI Nagar should be visible. Hyderabad, SI Nagar, LB Nagar, KPHP, Bangalore, SI Nagar, Electronic City, Martali. Here LB Nagar and KHP should be visible. Here Electronic City, Martali and SI Nagar should be visible. No, I cannot achieve this. Right. I cannot achieve this. Now you have a requirement like this. Now the SI Nagar is only associated with the Hyderabad. I don't want to show it. Go to this SI Nagar, deactivate. Then SI Nagar will not be visible. Is that was clear for it? Clear, boss? Is that was clear? Online. The guy who asked me the question. Is that was clear? Am I clear with that option? Yes. Any other queries? Any other queries? Online?
Yes. So, Satish.
Yes, go ahead.
Satish, yesterday's class, was it uploaded on the videos?
Today, now I'll be uploading at 12:30. I'll be uploading it.
Uploading. Okay. Thank you.
Satish, will be given use cases today on this fields topic?
Yes, I'll be uploading it.